Guys, this is the UZI-PRO model from M416gelblaster.com. I showed you this earlier in stock or standard form, and then I did some cosmetic mods here that we're going to talk about. So I like this blaster a lot. I think it's a really cool little Uzi, a true Uzi for those of you out there who are really into making sure that everything is labeled appropriately. And, you know, sometimes sellers call different models incorrectly, and those are what I go off, whatever the seller labels them as. But this one is the UZI-PRO, and it is a true Uzi. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at what I did here, right? So this is from M416gelblaster.com. So check out M416gelblaster.com. Remember, it's a China site. Everything ships from China. Be patient if you order from them. 100% legit site. You just need to know it's going to take 3 to 5 weeks to get your blaster because it's coming from China. So what I did here is obviously, a little rail riser here. And I actually used a rail that allows you to still see the sights through. I'll show you that in a moment. And the other thing I did, one thing I didn't love about this blaster is how you accessed the battery. So if you watch the earlier videos, you have to pop this top piece off. There's not a lot of room, and I just didn't like it. So I thought I would try to find a different, better way. So I made this piece here, and this piece actually has your battery in the bottom, right? So your battery's down here. Right there is your battery, okay? Another thing I did here is I extended this rail out. So this rail went to right about here. So I made this piece that extends that rail out, and then we've got your rail all the way out there. So we got your handle. Obviously, we have a different kind of fake suppressor on there. Like I said, the riser. And what I'm talking about there is if you look at the riser through there, you can still use your sights and see all the way through and use that sight. Added just a different knob here, right? So that you still have your priming. This one has safety here, but then the additional safety here as well. So we go and you can shoot like that, right? Put it back into safety. We can drop the mag. And then another thing I'm working on, I don't have it done yet, but maybe soon. I had several other extra mags around, and this was an old MP7 mag. And I found the piece that allows you to basically convert to, right? Convert to this mag, or to, this blaster. So that actually clicks in there. You can see it's not completely done, but it locks in place. Okay, and we'll go ahead and pull that out. But I do need to obviously do some finish work here. So this one's not ready to go. But that way there'll be a cool drum mag that can go with it. And this piece was found on Maker World, and Maker World, just another 3D site where somebody had a piece that was designed to do something similar. I just had to modify it a little bit. So for those of you who ask, pretty much all my 3D files come from Thingiverse, Maker World, Cults 3D, but a lot of times I do have to modify them, and you would have to as well. So there you go, the UZI-PRO modified version. We'll do a demo. There's no performance differences. I looked at the gearbox. I was hoping I would be able to do something with the spring. It is kind of like a fully enclosed gearbox. I'm sure that you can upgrade it, but it's not the easiest to upgrade, and I just did not want to deal with it because I don't have those size gears, or well, I don't even need the gears. The gears are metal, but I don't have those size springs. It's, everything's kind of a little different. It's more of like a pistol style blaster gearbox, and I don't have those parts around. So really, we're just looking at some cool different cosmetic things. And the only thing I had to do to this blaster was drill a small hole where the wires come out, and it's kind of down inside this piece that was already there. It's pretty hidden. So if you wanted to convert it back to stock, you could easily do that and be very non-noticeable, if that makes sense. All right, so check back for the demo. Of course, check out M416gelblaster.com. And like, comment, subscribe, share my channel with your friends. And remember, when I have those YouTube contests live where you can win several $100s in custom blasters and accessories, make sure you participate. Thanks.